Alrighty, y'all, g'day. Go on. Let's take a look at what's been happening in Australia. It's been a while for me. Also, let me just tell you, I am still a little bit sick, so I apologize for any audio or me sniffling, editing out coughing and stuff. Bear with me. I appreciate it. Let's go. American hunting influencer removes a baby wombat from distressed mother. Is this legal? What in the hell is she thinking?
Just caught a baby wombat.
Oh my God.
Look at the mother. It's like, oh, it's chasing after her.
Bit of a weird flex laughing. Stealing a baby or a youngling from a parent, in this case a mom. I thought it was kind of nature 101. You don't take like a baby from a mom, with animals. That usually is, well, it's a dick move, and usually it doesn't go well. Anyway, yeah, wombats are cute. I would be fascinated with Australian wildlife, of course. But first thing that comes to mind is certainly not, let's go snatch it, laugh about it, and play with it for a video. Like it's a toy.
I caught a baby wombat.
Oh, man.
Okay, Mama's right there, and she is pissed. Let's
Yeah,
let her go.
she's pissed.
No, you're right.
Damn right.
Let's let him go. Come here, Mama. Come here.
Oh, how noble of you. He returned it. Jeez. Well, holy smokes. That could have been handled many, many ways differently, but they chose to handle it this way. Ouch. Look, if it was her dream to see a wombat or something, right, let's use our imagination here. Isn't there so much better ways she could have gone about this? Like maybe, saw them at some sort of sanctuary or, I don't know, habitat. Like, I don't know. I'm thinking out loud here. This just ain't it. This ain't it. I don't know if this is legal or what, but I assume she'll get some sort of backlash or in trouble for this. Thankfully, I'm hoping it wasn't harmed. It doesn't look to be, but at least physically. But I mean, she did take it. The mom came over, was pissed. Like, what is she thinking? It's not just an entitlement, it's a disrespect. That's her first instinct is not awe and gratitude to see this animal in the wild, but to rush in to greedily exploit the moment for personal gain, no matter what the trauma it causes. Yeah, I agree. It was just cringe the way she did kind of rush and grab it, huh? We're straight into the TikTok video or whatever. They limited the comments on the reel. They know they effed up. Yeah, well, that's very telling, isn't it? Man, it sucks that my voice all messed up with this sinus crazy sickness thing. Otherwise, I would belt out an awesome line from clearly what this is referencing, that song, right? Sting. Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light. I'll stop singing, I promise. Yikes. I don't want to scare anyone off the video. I hope there's someone left watching. This is funny, though. I can't believe they're in there. One on top, one in the red light. Someone's got to fill this one soon enough. And then chaos might ensue. No one will be able to see what the hell the traffic signal's trying to display. You don't have to sit on the red light. You don't have to wear that crest tonight. They just love effing with stuff. It's hilarious. Dude, that's what I love about Australian animals, especially the Australian birds. They do. They're so good for making you laugh and like content, right? Online. Like they do. You could just catch them doing the goofiest things. Australia is soon to be second in the world for retirement savings as superannuation pool soars. Damn, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know how it works, but I'm assuming, or I know as much as that's pretty much like your guys' national retirement deal, right? Program, I don't know what would be the right word, but obviously here you would have individual, IRAs or 401ks and of course Social Security here. But like most things, that is just very unstable and, well, the future's unsure. Here in the U.S., but that's good to hear you guys have yours in order. That's awesome. I've heard good things about it before from you guys, I think, and I will have to learn about how this works sometime because second in the world for retirement savings, that's freaking awesome. And in this day and age, something financial's going up is just great to hear. That's really good. Good on you guys, and I'm happy for you, and maybe just a teeny bit jealous. Western Australia road trip. Anyone been on a WA road trip lately? Look at this beautiful orca whale. Of course, I can't remember the name of this right now. My brain is really scrambled right now, but this wave thing I've seen before in posts. It's spectacular. Got to see that, of course. Look at that beautiful cliffside. And, you know, for reference to how big that thing is, look at how small they look in front of that. Yeah, that's very cool. Helping parents clean out their pantry and found this relic. No name strawberry instant pudding mix. Product of Australia. Jewel Food Stores. Wow. Mill Road. What is that? Lidcombe, New South Wales. Or Lidcombe, probably. Rubber gloves always necessary for cleaning out parents' pantries. When we did Mums a few years ago, we found packets of junk that predated the metric system. Damn, that is going back. That's going back to what, like around 1970 or so? Didn't you guys get the metric system in like the early 70s? It's still good. Well, I tell you what, you try it out and let us know how good it is. But you're probably right. Free TimTams on Canada Air? How was that a thing? That's awesome. Can you imagine getting a score like that? Not even on an Australian airline. I would be through the moon. I'd be so excited. Canada Air, good on ya. Damn, you got good taste. Youth criminal tries to break into my car and makes a swift and adorable getaway. This ought to be good. Oh my God, it is. I was thinking it was going to be a teenager. It's literally like a 3-year-old. He tried, and he's like, he knows when to skedaddle away. All right. Adult crime, adult time. Sarcasm, obviously very cute. Yeah, you know, God, those little buggers at that age, they can get away with stuff, can't they? Because, man, anyone else, I'd be pissed seeing someone trying to get in my car. Get the hell out of here. But somehow, this little guy looks cute doing it, and you can't be mad at all. You can only laugh. Sorry to be so serious, but that kid is way too young to be wandering around by themselves. Did you see any adults with them? Gotta love the serious commenter. We all love seeing those. Even better response. No, I've sold the child to an Apple factory in China. Well, unfortunately, I always learn that you guys have some misleading brands and products, just like we have here in the U.S. Gotta love this. Katoomba, a flavor adventure. Made locally. It gets its own special little badge right here. Made locally, okay? To let you know that you're doing your part. Buying local goods. Gotta love this. Made in Australia from less than 10% of Australian ingredients. Hello? Hi, how are you, babe? You having fun? Yeah. Aw, you cutie. Hi, Dada. Hi. Do you have mommy's phone? Yeah. Well, I've seen aggressive anti-smoking packaging and campaigns pointed out to me many times from Australia, and they keep going. Now look at the new route. No, now smoking will turn you into a dud root, apparently. I love the way Australians word things. It is absolutely hilarious, and it's an art form, and that's why I had to feature this. I don't know if this is true or not. Like I said, I'll judge people if you smoke or not. That's up to you. Strange objects in mail. What's the scam? Received these 2 strange plastic objects in the mail that I did not order. Mail was domestic with tracking with no return address. What are they? Google Lens says anti-snore dilators. What is the scam? Phone number is clearly fake. I wouldn't know. That is very weird. I've never seen such a thing. This is a brushing scam. Your details will be used to leave a positive review of the product to boost a dodgy seller. Okay, brushing scam. The scam that takes delivery of the package will legitimize a purchase from an online seller who can then fabricate an authenticate. Who will then fabricate an authentic. An online seller who can then fabricate an authenticated review. Oh boy, I don't know how many of those bloopers I left in there, but whew, I need to. I am not feeling great. Queensland children as young as 10 could face life in prison for a non-violent crime under new laws. Holy smokes. Damn, I don't even know how to touch this other than that sounds crazy. Always a good time when the government needs to circumvent its own human rights laws to pass legislation. Yeah. Whilst I agree the criminal justice system is failing when it comes to repeat youth offenders, this plan is just effing ludicrous. Youth crime has gone down 2011, 17%, 2022, 12%. Damn. Tired of April Fools. Anyone else wake up on April Fools and just think, great, a whole day of seeing crap posts on socials by every business. It used to be funny 5 to 7 years ago, but it's just old now. Would love to hear any marketing or social teams if they feel the same way. Well, I'm not a company or a big marketing team, but hey, I got to give myself some credit. I have a YouTube channel, and for some reason, it has a decent, amount of people watching worldwide. I think that's very fun. And this year, I don't know if you noticed, but I chose, I just didn't do April Fools. I didn't really care. And you know what's funny is I didn't even see a lot out there. Now, I'm sure a lot of companies did do April Fools still. I just didn't seek it out, if that makes sense. So I didn't really catch that many. But I had done it before on the channel, last year. I did a pretty funny video about it. But this year, I just didn't do it. And it wasn't any major reason other than I think the same thing. I just didn't feel the need to, or really I didn't yearn for the effort to put into what could I do for April Fools this year. I don't have anything against it. I just, I don't know. Sometimes you're just not into it. What's funny is Australian makes a good point. Even worse is sites like Reddit, where tomorrow we will get all the US people doing the same thing again. Sydney metro doors open whilst moving this morning, April 2nd. Holy smokes, man. Be a little bit intense, wouldn't it? Yeah. A little bit scary, a little bit dangerous. I don't think it's meant to do that. Yeah, I don't think so. A little late for an April Fool's prank, too. Sydney parking in a nutshell. This is hilarious. That's how I feel about Chicago parking. So the pain is, it's relatable. Wente Leagues bought themselves an enormous magpie. Check it out. Now, it looks pretty good. I like it. And, I always have seen that you guys have a lot of big things in Australia, right? There's many big roadside attractions and big things in different towns and cities. So add another one to the list. How do you like the brand new enormous magpie? I think it looks awesome. As long as this thing's not swooping down at anyone, I think we'll be all right. And it wouldn't be an Australian update without a excellent driver or parker. We have a P-plater that is parking a pedestrian zone, as you can clearly see by the very bright and contrasting colored white and blue squares with a person walking, that symbol showing a person walking. Yeah. We've seen this before, and unfortunately, we'll see it again. Drivers in Australia and around me as well, it seems like half of them on the road, they just don't get it. I swear I should start including a whole journal I could make of daily occurrences of horrible parking and illegal parking that I see near me. So again, relatable pain. You are loved. Look at how friendly and thoughtful Melbourne's buses are. I love it. Now just imagine if you get hit by this thing. You are very well loved. You're loved aggressively. This is what Australians were saying in the comments. Yes, it's always interesting seeing the comments in Australian posts. Haven't you learned that by now? Went to clean the balcony today. Found I have a furry house guest. And they're brushing it. I can't tell what it is. I feel bad. I don't know what it is. All right, I did not see right under the title. It does say that it's a possum. Well, that is very cute. And we have a Toyota RAV4 with Victoria plates. Upvote. All right, which one of you is this? Yeah, for real. That's got to be a Redditor, a dedicated Redditor. Holy smokes. Imagine getting a customized plate, paying the extra fees for that. That is crazy. But I suppose it paid off for them because now they are on Reddit after all, and they are on a upvoted poll, or post rather, on Melbourne. I'm going to cut it there. If you notice, I keep messing up my words. Holy smokes, I need a shower, a hot steamy shower, and soup or something. You know how it is when you're just sick, the seasons are changing. I don't really know what's going on, but I hope y'all are staying healthy out there. I appreciate you watching. I can't wait to see it down in the comments. And it's going to be it for this one. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, y'all. Catch you later.